Welcome back. Well, stormy conditions across the area tonight, and we have another round on the way Saturday. But tonight, severe storms pummeling western and central Louisiana. Activity moving through Acadiana, but shouldn't be as intense. Fingers crossed. So let's get to it and take a look at the upper level pattern. We have two big features, one plowing into the west coast of the U.S. That's going to be our Saturday energy, and one an upper level low that's by western Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma. That right here, that's what's producing the severe weather tonight. And as we close in, we have an area of surface low pressure that's moving through Arkansas, trailing frontal boundary, but we're not going to get any cooler air behind this front. In fact, we'll be in the mid to upper 70s for tomorrow afternoon. But look at the active showers and storms across the region, and we have flood warnings going and tornado watches in the area. We'll cover it all in just a few seconds, but this is what we have going on right now. Showers and storms working their way slowly eastward across Louisiana. You see one intense cell that's moved out of the Rapides area and Parish area, and then another cell that's down toward southeastern portions of KATC Parish I'm keeping an eye on. But let's get into central Louisiana, where there was a very intense storm that did produce a tornado, damaging winds across Beauregard Parish. Tornado looks like it developed in Vernon Parish and then moved across Rapides Parish, but did weaken with time. But we're getting reports of damage out of portions of Beauregard Parish in the DeRidder area and elsewhere. And here's the velocity loop, and we'll back it up again. This is the feature right here. That was the tornado. We picked it up on the velocity data. You can see that's weakened, but as we start out, you can see a couplet right here that moved through and just south of the Alexandria area, and we've had reports of damage up across portions of central and western Louisiana. Of course, we'll have more on GMA tomorrow morning on what occurred, as we're still trying to find out, and so are local law enforcement. Still some strong storms across central Louisiana into Allen Parish, but well below severe levels. That's the good news. Very intense cell here in southern KATC Parish, showing a lot of positive cloud to ground lightning, so at least strong and gusty winds. We don't have any warnings out on this, but we'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully the trend, as I expect, the trends of these storms as they move eastward should weaken a fair bit, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. Nonetheless, a tornado watch in effect for western portions of Acadiana. It does include Acadia Parish back through Evangeline Parish on westward through 2 a.m. and you see the flood warnings from locally heavy rainfall, and can't rule out some locally heavy rains overnight tonight. The severe storm risk tonight down to a slight risk for East Texas into western Louisiana, and this is going to get trimmed on the western side as we move through the overnight hours. But let's take a look at the latest HERM model, pretty much on spot on, showing strong storms moving into Acadiana around midnight. Here's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and again we're going to see some gusts in the 30-40 mile per hour range, some locally heavy downpours. And notice this line moves very slowly and then moves off after first thing tomorrow morning. We get a break during the day tomorrow, and then going into Saturday, here come more storms developing after fog tomorrow night into Saturday morning. We have a fog signal, want to mention that, and then strong, possibly severe storms Saturday afternoon, and then here comes a front that'll be pushing into Saturday evening, so more active weather. With the rainfall tonight, 1 to 2 inches of rain possible. You see the stripes of red, that's close to 3 inches of rain. Then you add the additional rain that we're going to see going into Saturday. There's some spots that are going to catch a pretty big soaking, another 2 to 3, maybe 2 to 4 inches of rain possible for northern portions of Acadiana on top of that severe weather threat. More on that in just a bit. So overnight tonight, certainly breezy and mild with storms developing from west to east. Some fog possible after the storms push eastward, but I'm thinking that that's less and less of an issue. Mild, 66 the low, 77 the high tomorrow. Normal high this time of year, right around 63 or 64 degrees. So well above normal, and that's the way we're going to finish out much of 2024, but cooler air eventually on the way. Saturday, we have an alert day there for the possibility of severe weather. I got rain chance at about 80%. Here's the severe weather outlook. Slight to an enhanced risk, and this is going to change a little bit. Maybe the slight risk comes down a little bit farther to the south and the enhanced area expands. We'll have to watch that day 3 outlook, and that's always subject to change. After that, it's smooth sailing. Nice cool pattern as we get into 2025 with temperatures dropping into the 50s for highs and 30s for lows, but no real Arctic air on the horizon. But we will have some winter temperatures down the road. Just look out for the storms tonight. We'll watch them closely. And again, the storms Saturday. That's it for weather for now. We'll have more coming up later in the show.